Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. So I'm gonna give you this PHET Lab here, and it has to do with pH and POH. But here, this lab is just having to do with testing all of these here. So the water, the strong acid, the weak acid, the strong base, and the weak base. Okay, and we're gonna use these tools down here. All right. So as you can see, if we get this little tab right here, and um, and we just check for the pH of water, you'll see that when you dip it in, it turns out to be 7. Okay, and so that's going to be neutral, and so we would expect that water would be at 7. Okay, so if we use a strong acid here and we dip it in, we see that a strong acid is going to be between 0 and 7. Obviously, a strong acid is going to be lower down the scale, so it'll be a 2. So 2 is going to be very acidic. Okay, we get a weak acid in here. All right, so a weak acid is going to be closer to 7 than it is to 0. So this would be 450. Okay, say that it would be closer to 7, and it is. Okay, it seems to be actually halfway, but whatever. I don't know why they did this, but definitely going to be weaker than this strong acid that we just dipped in that came out to 2, right? All right, so then we go into the strong base. A strong base should be somewhere closer to 12. We'll see what they give. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, so 12, the range for a strong base would go from 7 to 14. So 12 um, would definitely be considered a strong base. Now, a weak base it should be closer to 7, but let's see what they say here. Yeah, that's a little bit closer to 7, 9.50. Okay. All right. So we just use um this little tool here to see the pH. We also use litmus paper. All right. So if if the substance right here that's in this tank here, this 1 liter tank, if if it's going to be acidic, right? That means that this litmus paper will turn red, okay? Or some kind of variation. See from 0 to 7 here on this color scale, okay? On this color key. Um, if this, which is water, um, let's say that you know it. Let's just say that it was acidic. If it was acidic, it'll turn somewhere right over here. If it was basic, it'll turn somewhere over here on this side from 9 to 14. Okay, so since this is water and we know that it's 7, it should fall right here, and it should be this orange color. So you just dip it in, then you move it to see. So that would be correct here. Okay. We use a strong acid. Strong acid should be somewhere over here between 0 and, I don't know, 0 and 3. Okay. So you see how we dipped it in here? That seems to be right here on the 2. Okay. Um, again, this is litmus paper that we're using. We dip this in on the weak acid. It should be somewhere between 4 and 7 or 4 and 6. And so it seems to be somewhere in between here, 4 and 5. All right. We use a strong base here. Strong base should be real dark blue. So that would be around here. There you go. So it'd be about 12. And then this weak base should be, seems to be like 10. Okay. So you see how this is working? All right. And then we use this light bulb test. Okay. So when we use water, okay, and we dip it in, you see how it's not as bright. the light bulb doesn't shine as bright. Um, but when we use a strong acid, since it has a lot of electrolytes in it, it's going to shine very brightly. See that? So we use a weak acid. It's not going to shine as bright, but it shines. A strong base would be just like a strong acid, and it'll shine very bright. Right? Weak base shines about as strong as the weak acid. Right? So this is how you'll use this lab, this PHET Lab, and as you go through your Nearpod, at the end you're going to have like 10 questions. You need to use this lab to be able to answer the questions. So I hope this helps, guys, and I hope you all are doing great. I'll see you next time.